One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in San Jose, California, home to the San Jose State Spartans. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll give it to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Now on the counter.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Going up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Satellite, 414 satellite. Charcoal.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
The give to the lone running back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The green wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The green wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
I know he didn't pick up the 1st down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. He did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. power football with the run. And some room to work. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And the Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To throw, it's Matthews. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Pace, 27, jump.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
First play of the period, first down here.
Football 7. Football 7. Brass.
Motion from the back. Toss to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. Plucks it out of the air. Made a defender miss. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. This is a designed run. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Matthews. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Spartan! A great catch and run for 6. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Tulane right back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Bates. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air, it's Matthews. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The quick out. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. Snagged out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Wants to throw on third. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's James. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll run it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
And those are frustrating. When I'm an offensive play caller and I can't even run a QB sneak for positive yards, I can't fall forward. Man, that makes me rethink my whole playbook, for goodness sakes.
Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. Snap it to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. forward on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Catch in the middle, it's Ruiz. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking downfield on first down. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Spartans. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over North Texas. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got room to work. Takes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Matthews. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Jose State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Robinson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on!
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll go with a direct snap. Can't get it to the ground. They'll make the stop at that 1st down. Ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Next going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up to add another. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Here's the pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's third and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on fourth.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.